All right, we are live.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I will start with a statement. The governor has issued a disaster declaration related to the public health concerns caused by the statewide COVID-19 pandemic. As chair of the Human Relations Commission, I've determined that an in-person meeting is not practical or prudent because of the risk of exposure to the COVID-19 virus stemming from an indoor gathering, and that a remote meeting is in the best interests of the health, safety, and welfare of the commission, staff, and general public. With that notice, I will call the meeting to order at 5:15 p.m. Jason, if you could do a roll call for us.
Sure. Commissioner Kamala,
I'm here.
Commissioner Brown,
Here.
Commissioner Henson,
Here.
Commissioner Ryburn,
Here.
Commissioner Figueroa, Commissioner Cosberg, and Chairperson Williams.
Present. I'm not aware of any public comment. Jason, are you?
Nor am I.
Moving right along, I'll entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes of November 17th, 2020.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second. Terry Brown.
Having been properly moved by Janae Henson and seconded by Terry Brown, we have a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. Jason?
Yes, Commissioner Kamala,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Henson,
Yes.
Commissioner Ryburn,
Yes.
and Chairperson Williams.
Yes. Motion carried. Thank you. Jason, do you have any update on the status of the complaint that is currently underway?
Just real quick, I believe the parties are in the midst of discovery, which is kind of happening behind the scenes. I'm not involved with that. I'm not aware of any issues. I think we're going to check back in January to see where things stand.
Does that mean that attorneys are now involved with both sides?
There's an attorney on one side. I don't know if there's an attorney on the other.
Okay. Thank you. New business. Because we are live and being recorded, I would like to have some discretion in the conversation of our selection of the 2021 Martin Luther King Jr. Award Ceremony Adult and Youth Award winners. Jason and I had an email discussion earlier this week about the adult nominees. One is ineligible because of a relationship with one of the commissioners, and one is ineligible because of previously being awarded the MLK award by the Normal Human Relations Commission. However, because there were 3 recipients, there is one remaining, Dr. Crystal Shelvin. I happen to know all 3 of the nominees, so I will allow other members of the commission to have a discussion on this particular nomination.
Reading her bio, I mean her nominator that wrote in. I think she'll be a good candidate. I mean, I have no issues with her receiving the award.
I'll agree with that. I feel like she's very qualified and has done a lot of work in the community.
Yeah, this is Jay, and I feel the same. I'm reading through the nomination. She seems to have a very diversified experience, and she participated in wide variety of community organizations, led them or participated, and even looking at some of the diversity stuff that they have mentioned is it seems to be pretty impressive.
I agree. She's an excellent candidate.
Okay. Jason, do we need a motion to select this particular?
Yes, we would.
Okay. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second,
Sorry, Jay, could I just ask you to state the motion a little bit more clearly?
Yeah, I move a motion to give the 2021 MLK award to Dr. Shelvin.
Thank you.
this is Janae. I'll second that motion.
Is there any discussion? Having been properly moved and seconded, Jason, if you would call for the vote.
Commissioner Tamala,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Henson,
Aye.
Commissioner Ryburn,
Aye.
and Chairperson Williams.
Aye. For the youth nominee, we got two outstanding nominations. I'm familiar with one of the candidates personally and the work of the other one generally. And find it very difficult personally to select one. So if I could hear others' discussion, I'd be interested in that. Jay, I see you have something to say. I see you shaking your head.
I mean, I'm in the same boat. I was reading through the bio and the kind of events they have participated in and led. It was pretty hard for me even to be able to say, hey, this is the one that I would like. And interestingly enough, both are 12th graders in school right now. So I mean, it's not like you can pass on to someone thinking that you can take them next year, but I guess as we get in and discuss more, I'm pretty sure we can probably fall somewhere between 51% versus 49%. But as such, it's pretty hard. Yeah, go ahead.
Are we able to give both of them the awards? We've done that before, haven't we? Because I see them pretty evenly together as well. They're pretty even.
Comment?
Go ahead.
Jay, you went on mute. Do you have any comments about that?
I mean, sometimes I feel like, why not? I know that in the past that we may have given some certificate for all of them and maybe one award, but I mean, I guess that's way of recognizing all the nominees and then eventually selecting one. But we might have moved on from that approach. These are difficult times. This year has been hard, 2020, and by looking at some of the events they have led or participated, I mean, they, like Terry said, I mean, I felt like, both are pretty much equivalent in terms of what they have done. I mean, I don't know if I have a strong preference. I feel like anything we do can be a precedence for, can set precedence for next year. But if there is a strong preference to provide for both, I mean, I can seriously consider that too.
Do we have the budget for both? For all three?
I don't think budget is our primary consideration
Okay.
at this point. Janae and Ben, if you could weigh in.
I was honestly hoping that one of you was going to come in with a really strong point of view, because I'm super torn between both of them. They're both such strong candidates, and
Right.
I don't have a strong feeling one way or the other towards one of them.
I feel the same way. I think they're both excellent candidates, and I know one of them over the other simply because I've been involved in some events with her, so I'm familiar with her. But other than that, I think they're very similar and have done similar kinds of things.
And remarkable that they've been able to do that in a year like 2022, which I just...
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know any of them, but I kind of know the nominator for one of the candidate, even Shane, Mary Applington. I mean, but just looking at the nomination, I mean, knowing Mary through Far Better Tomorrow and Youth Global Citizen, I would definitely think that she probably felt so strong about the candidate. Otherwise, she wouldn't simply nominate. And probably this is the first time that I've seen a nomination from her in the last 3 years. But I just trying to say about the nominator, not necessarily the nominee.
Well, and I think in the past, some of our nominations have been more fluff over substance. I think both of these are very substantial in the work that they've done in their schools and in the community, and reaching out and stretching beyond themselves. And both have a very strong, have made a strong impact in their communities.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you can see the adversity, and the things that they have started and the resistance they have got initially, but they fought them over and then been successful and put their message across and was able to lead those. So then that's pretty in line with what Martin Luther King has been all about. And yeah, and that's where I think I'm kind of torn between these two as well.
So Jay brings up an excellent point about setting a precedent. We've had conversations in the past about, do we force ourselves into selecting one candidate? We have in the past selected more than one. I think if in any year we were going to select two, these are definitely two very deserving candidates.
Right. I agree. I don't believe personally that we're setting a precedent. I think we're just at a point here where it's such a tight race. You hate to, let one down, even though they're both seniors. They won't be able to come back next year. And in years past, I mean, we pretty much can pick one over another one. But this time, I don't think this precedent setting. I think we can, do this without being tied to doing it again just because we got two, I don't think so.
Janae or Ben, Jay?
I'm not super worried about the precedent setting. I mean, it is a consideration, but I think I just feel like 2020 was such a challenging year,
Mhm.
and to be able to celebrate two people that did extraordinary things in the face of what 2020 brought us I feel like it's worth bending if it is even is a rule, I feel like it's worth kind of stepping outside of our norm.
Agreed.
Yeah, and
I
I agree
think-
with Janae, and I'm sorry, Ben. Go ahead, Ben.
Well, I was just going to say, unless there's a reason why we shouldn't do it, I think we should go ahead and give 2 awards.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I mean, I think my precedence was really a mere comment, not, it doesn't necessarily have to be quantified with the concerns or anything like that. If even if we have one nomination and if we think it's more fluff and they don't deserve it, then we don't have to give it just because there is one nomination.
Exactly.
But if we have multiple candidates and they truly deserve and it's not about numbers, it's about the quality, it's not about the quantity. So I truly support that as well.
May I have a motion on the award selection, please?
I move that we select 2 youth candidates. And I don't have my papers up now, so Jason, you might be able to provide their names for me. But I move that we select 2 youth candidates for the 2021 Martin Luther King Youth Award.
And just for you, Terry, the names of our youth nominees are Yvin Shin and Jasmine Jordan.
Okay. Jasmine, what was the last name?
Jasmine Jordan, Yvin Shin.
You want to spell that for me?
Jasmine is Jasmyn.
Oh, I got the
Jordan.
last.
And Yvin Shin is Yvinshim.
And the first one was Shin.
Yvin Shin. First name Yvin, Yvin, last name Shin.
Yeah.
Shin.
Okay. I move that we select Yvin Shin, and Jasmine Yavinshin for the Youth Awards, for Martin Luther King Youth Award.
Jasmine Jordan is the other.
Yes.
One name Yvin Shin, one name Jasmine Jordan. Terry, can we hear that motion one more time?
Jasmine Jordan, okay. I'd like to nominate that we nominate Yvin Shin and Jasmine Jordan for the Martin Luther King Youth Award for 2021.
Okay, they've already been nominated. We need to move to select them.
I'd like to say that we select Yvin Shin and Jasmine Jordan as the 2021 Martin Luther King Awards recipients.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, Jason, can you call for the vote?
Sure. Commissioner Kamala,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Henson,
Aye.
Commissioner Ryburn,
Aye.
and Chairperson Williams.
Aye. Jason, can you remind me what the notification process
Yeah,
is?
so I've got the contact information for all of the nominees and now award winners specifically. And I will send out letters to each of them, or maybe send out or give Janessa a template to send out letters herself under her signature if she'd like. We'll notify them. We will update them with what we know about the event as of right now. I know there's still some loose ends hanging out there, but from here on out, I'll be in contact with them, keeping them updated.
Okay. And Jason, if you send me the template, I will get those out today or tomorrow. Tomorrow is fine. Announcements. Upcoming events, the 45th Martin Luther King Awards Luncheon. Somewhat old business. I got an email from Nikita Richards, who is now the Community Relations Manager for the city of Bloomington. The date is January 16th, 2021. It will be a visual presentation in honor of Dr. King, sharing the purpose of the Human Relations Commissions and the purpose of the event. The MC will open the program. They have a tentative MC identified. There will be a moment of silence in remembrance of the late Barb Atkins. The Heritage Ensemble will provide a vocal performance. There will be highlights of past award recipients. There will be a monologue, The Mountaintop. Guest speakers will include Camille Taylor, Dr. Brandon Caffey, Dr. Doris Houston. There will be a presentation of award winners and closing remarks and thank you. So because it is all virtual, the guest speakers will get thank you boxes with items from local businesses that will be delivered the week of the event and shared on social media to help with promotion. We'll also get the awards, I would imagine, to the recipients prior to the event. I'm not sure if they're planning to do taped acceptances or live. I'll find that out. Are there any other questions about the event that you would like for me to see if I can get answered between, well, we actually won't have another meeting. I don't have my calendar handy between now and January 16th.
Do we know if this is going to be a Zoom or the Google Meet sort of a event? And also, do we know if it is open for everyone, not just unlike the previous one where you have to get a ticket to be able to get in, or do they have to RSVP with a proper link to their email address so that they can get in? Some sort of a pre-registration.
I do not know definitively the answers to those questions. I will get definitive answers to you. Jason, do you know definitively?
No, I don't know much more than what we discussed last time.
Okay. I will get that information and get it out. I do know that I believe the city of Bloomington has the city the Bloomington Human Relations Commission has selected their recipients, and so they were waiting on us to select ours. So when I respond to Ms. Richards, I will ask those questions of her.
Yeah. Basically, what I was curious about, I guess, is there anything that we need to share with the extended community that about the event and encouraging them to participate and view. I mean, I definitely like the fact that the guest speakers will be getting their thank you baskets and stuff like that in advance, and possibly the winners too. Because the winners are being selected and there will be a press announcement sort of, so there's nothing secret about it. So and what I've seen in the other events is where, just like this one, I think they have a Facebook live event or a YouTube live event, so that not everyone needs to be on the Zoom. Maybe only the speakers and the winners and maybe the commissioners who have a need to be able to speak during the event are the ones will be on the Zoom. Otherwise, I think it will be broadcasted live so that the rest of the community can see, is what I've seen with other events. So that's why I was curious, nothing more than that.
I think that's a great point. And if they've not discussed that, I will definitely pass that on. Anything else? Hearing nothing, our next meeting is scheduled for January 19th, 2021. So we will be able to discuss how our virtual event went, and perhaps start planning. Jason, if you could add, I'm trying to think of what the name of it, the Social Equity Summit, back onto our agenda, just so that it doesn't get lost. We discussed hosting that the first Friday in October. So it might be time to start some planning with that, and perhaps do some planning for the event to be either virtual or in person, depending on the status of the pandemic at that time. Anything else? Hearing nothing, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
I will make a motion for adjournment of our meeting.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Jason, if you'll call the roll.
Commissioner Tamala,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown, Commissioner Henson,
Aye.
Commissioner Ryburn,
Aye.
and Chairperson Williams.
Aye. I declare this meeting adjourned at 5:45 p.m. Although
wow,
it was
half
a
an hour.
short meeting, I think we got a lot accomplished. Thank
Yep.
you very much for your time. I wish you all continued safety during this pandemic, and a happy holiday season. I hope that you will be able to safely gather virtually or however with family and friends and make the best of it. I'd also like to thank you for your work this year. It has definitely, as Commissioner Henson mentioned early, been quite a challenging year. I think even with all the challenges, even as a commission, we have still been able to move forward and conduct business and have a presence in the community. So I appreciate the work that you all continue to put in and the time that you devote not only to the Human Relations Commission, but to other organizations in the community that allow us the visibility as a commission. So thank you for that. And thank you to Jason. Jason does a lot behind the scenes. So I often look more prepared than I truly am, because Jason will send me an email the week before, the day before, the hour before.
Not too many the hour before, but yeah.
But that's because you're so on it. But Jason, I do truly appreciate your support of the commission. And Andy, even though you're not on camera, we appreciate you giving up your time as we conduct our business virtually. So thank you very much to you and the technology group for all of your support this year. It has not gone unnoticed, and you guys do a phenomenal job. So thank you.
Thank you all. Everybody have a good holiday. Good New
Okay, you
Year.
too.
Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays.
Thanks,
Merry
Same to all of
Christmas.
you. Happy
Holiday.
holidays.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So long.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye.